Hello and welcome back to my green thumb. Okay, you guys, so a few weeks ago we started our garden plan, and we came and we took this notepad and we scribbled down the things that we were planning to grow in our garden for 2026 in our summer garden. We put potatoes, tomatoes, bell peppers, zucchini, yellow squash, jalapeno peppers, okra, watermelon, basil, cucumbers, cabbage, strawberries, carrots. And out of all of those things that we added to this list, everything was sold except, let me see, we sold some of all of these things. Now, did everything germinate? We do have potatoes that germinated. We have tomatoes. We have bell pepper, which took forever, but they finally germinated. And we did go and buy a bell pepper plant because we thought they weren't going to germinate. And then now they slowly but surely germinated. We have zucchini that we started from seeds that have germinated. And they'll be going out into the garden later on this week. Most likely toward the end of the week. We did some crooked neck squash, that has germinated and is out in the garden. And we also sold some straight neck squash, I think yesterday. We also did some jalapeno plants, which we had to do from plants because we couldn't find any seeds for those. We started okra seeds a couple days ago. We started some sugar baby watermelon. We did some basil. We did cucumbers. We actually did cabbage, and we had like a little bit of germination going on with the cabbage, but not a lot. We started strawberries. It's going to be hit or miss because we have some really bad raw roots for the strawberry. And we just sowed carrot seeds today. So we actually did everything on our list and some, because we added some other things. Let's talk about what we added. We added some white onion. We also added some green beans, bush variety. We also added some pinto beans, and these were also bush variety. What else did we add that was not originally on this list? Corn. We added corn. We also added, let me think. What else did we add? The parsley didn't do well, but we did try it. So we ain't gonna even put it on the list because we also did chives and cilantro, and they aren't doing so great. But we did some broccoli, and we did some cauliflower. We also did, I'm trying to remember. Let's see, what else did we do? We did the onions, the green beans, the pinto beans, the corn, the broccoli, the cauliflower. Was there anything else, you guys? I'm trying to remember. Let me go see. Let me see. Was there anything else that we planted that we did not plant? Cherry tomatoes. We did cherry tomatoes. Yeah, we sure did. And we were just like, we don't even like cherry tomatoes, but we did them anyway. We did them anyway, I say. And then, I think that's it. And I might be wrong. There may be something else out there in the garden that I totally forgot about. And it happens, y'all. Because once I get started planting, I can't stop. I absolutely love gardening. I love everything about it. So once I get started, it's hard to get me to stop. I be wanting to plant anything and everything. But anyway, so this is what we got going so far in our summer garden. I wanted to do some collard greens. Couldn't find any collard green seeds, you guys, or little plants. So we ain't gonna do no collard greens, but I wanted to so bad because I had some collard greens the other week, And they were so good. And they reminded me of my mom's collard greens. I haven't eaten collard greens in years. And it's because every time I ate them, they never tasted the way I grew up eating them from Georgia. But then I had some the other day and they were so good. And it made me want to grow some. So anyway, this is what we got so far. So now we need to add some things that we're going to be needing to keep our garden going. We are out of bone meal, so we're going to need more bone meal for when we transplant some of the rest of those seedlings that we have on the back porch. We also will need some 10 fertilizer, which is the one that I like to use. And then our strawberries are going to need some extra acid. So we're going to need some kind of berry fertilizer for the strawberry. And we already have plant food, but if you don't have plant food, like the Miracle-Gro plant food or whatever, you might want to add that to your list. But we already have some, so we got enough for the whole season. We got enough for many seasons to come, so we don't need any more, but you probably need some. So other things that we did use, we used cow manure and compost. We even talked about, or we did a video on how to do some composting in the garden. We talked about, and we also did a flower bed. We did some flowers. So for the flowers, we just kind of like toss the soil around a little bit, you know, kind of threw our seeds down, patted them flat with our feet. We kind of walked over and we watered them in. So they're going to take a while before we start seeing them. I see some little germination coming up for the flowers. Not a lot, but I can see them. So we'll just check back every so often to see how they're doing. And then eventually we will throw some fertilizer out there and just kind of help them out as well. So that's what we're going to be looking at starting this upcoming Sunday, not today, but next Sunday on a regular. Every week we're going to feed the garden. We're going to feed everything in the garden. Everything that's already out there in the garden will get fed. So we use the plant food to feed the garden, and or we may fertilize. We'll just know that Sunday is our day that we feed. So we'll put that on our note. Is that Sunday we feed. Okay. And then also we've been watering every day, and I've been trying to water every morning. So I go out there and I turn the sprinklers on and I let them run for a certain amount of time. And then if it's a very, very, very hot day, in the evening, I also run the sprinkler. Okay, so that's something that I've been doing too. Now your watering schedule may be different from mine because of where you're at, and it's understandable. It depends on your environment and the temperatures. So we're going to start doing feedings on Sundays, where we'll feed the garden with plant food and or fertilizer. We may add manure and worm castings and things like that. And I haven't purchased any worm castings, but I'm thinking about getting some, but not right now. Maybe in a couple more weeks or what have you. This upcoming week, I'm going to also do a video on how to clone your tomatoes, or for lack of better words, make more tomato plants out of the indeterminate plants that you have. So you can take these suckers and you can put them in water, or you can put them in soil and make whole new plants. And we'll talk about that one day this week, and we'll start some new tomato plants from there, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Other than that, that's all I wanted to talk about. I wanted us to go back to our little garden plans notepad and just kind of see where we're at as far as what we wanted to plant, what we have planted, and how everything is doing. All right, you guys, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.